Alright guys, welcome back to Pints and Paints Wargaming. Got a quick update here for the Hotlead 2020 build. This of course is my AVP build for Hotlead, which will be a participation game. Getting into the final stages now, so pretty pleased with how this has come up. This is module 2 with some of the scatter pieces in place. This installation is cut into the side of a mountain. So as such, that's why you're seeing this. This opens up at the rear of these two doors. It's going to go back into like a processing type center. So this was meant to be kept a little cleaner, not as weathered, as heavy as the rest of the complex, just to represent like labs and stuff. So as you can see, that side is very different. And then when you come over to the first module that I completed, you can see it's very heavily weathered. So pretty happy with how this came out. I've had some requests to do the streaking video for how I got the effect here on the green outer portion of the complex. I will definitely do that. That process pretty well applies to how I did the floors, the walls, etc. As you can see, most of the construction has been done with blue foam, with the exception being, obviously, I didn't want to make that out of solid foam, so that is a product similar to Sculpt-A-Mold. So that's just setting up. I did that this morning. That's going to take a while to dry. This side will be like that, and then this portion of the board, which has not been built, is going to be kind of standalone, just simply a mat. And that's where the players are going to sort of reach the processing center and the landing pad. So just as a reminder, all of this fantastic stuff, all these MDF pieces, the doors, plural, the flooring system, all this was done by Broken Road Gaming. So you can check them out online. You can check them out on Facebook. They will be at Hotlead, which is a convention in Canada, Stratford, Ontario. He'll be there all weekend. Happy to answer any questions, I'm sure. He does some great stuff. This stuff is still very much in the in the design phase, preliminary. He's just ramping up. I was lucky enough to get this stuff as sort of like a sample, just to help promote them and get an example of what you can do with this product out into YouTube, end of the world, so to speak. So check him out, Broken Road Gaming. Just bear in mind, he's ramping up. They're going to be getting the store online shortly, with lots more to come. So be patient. I think the most of that is going to take place after Hotlead. So I know he's working on getting some stock and goodies ready to have on hand at Hotlead for people to buy. So just bear with him, but check out his website. He's a very personal guy, so go ahead and message him or email him if there's anything specific you're looking for, questions, concerns, whatever. I'm sure he's going to be happy to help you out there. So very pleased to have these two pretty well done. Well, almost. Obviously, there's a big portion to paint and stuff, but that's no big deal. Blow it in with the airbrush and no problem. So I couldn't find my tripod this morning, which is why we're kind of floating. So left, I have the drop ship I got to do. I'm working on some scatter pieces right now, just to help fill out the complex. So these are just going to be tarped crates, so you're not going to see these. They're going to be under tarps. Just looking for some line of sight blocking stuff and whatnot. Obviously, I have a little bit of painting left to do. Excuse the mess. It's been kind of a hectic build. And then I'm working on these beauties here. So just got them stuck into the acrylic and just letting them set. Then I'm going to go through and detail them a bit. But obviously, those are going to be egg clusters. Another piece of scatter terrain. So lots going on. Getting down to crunch time, obviously. But very, very pleased. Very pleased with how we're making out at this point. So all these doors open up. They're great. They're a combination of MDF as well as styrene plastic. So he's going to offer a couple different kits, which are pretty exciting. The floors, there's different variations. Obviously, you can see using wire mesh, you can get a great effect. You can remove the styrene, which will give you this sort of effect here, and you can also leave the styrene panels in to mimic sort of metal paneling. So lots of different options with the flooring pieces. Everything clicks and fits together quite well. You can obviously keep all of this modular if you wanted to. So for the guys doing Space Hulk, Necromunda, etc., a lot of different options. For me, just because it's a participation game at Hotlead, I don't like to do just, modular stuff. I like to do almost like a diorama piece You know, I try to bring something new every year, so that was the thought process behind this. So once all the scatter pieces are in, I think it's going to look great. Going to look forward to getting a little, I guess, photo shoot done, get some miniatures in here. You got the Marines and the all the Xenos loaded up. And of course excited to get the landing pad, so I'll be sure to share that when I receive that. I saw some pictures of it and it looks absolutely fantastic, so bear with me guys, we got lots more coming. Obviously with the big push to Hotlead, there's going to be lots more updates coming up, but just kind of wanted to show you what the what it's looking like now. Obviously these two sections go together, so that being the front, it then joins in here. You can see the seam that I left, just so that it wasn't just straight across. It fits together kind of like a jigsaw, which is nice, makes it easier to transport. But very excited to get this thing pushed together, get all the paint, you know, get the white top mountain painted up and color match everything, and it should really pop. So very excited about getting this, and then of course meeting up with a few buddies to get some play testing in. That's going to be big. Very excited to roll out that rule set at Hotlead once again. It's kind of a revisit from an old one that I put together myself a number of years ago when I first did my own sort of kit bash AVP, but it's so nice now to have the actual models. So added a few little blood splatters here and there just for effect. So did a few drag marks, but anyways, we'll get into that once we do a full overview, push everything together, get this all finalized. There's going to be some jungle growth and whatnot here, just to kind of break up the monotony a bit. Obviously, if you can kind of tell, going from the front of the complex, I wanted sort of a bright green, vibrant feel. This is AVP. I kind of wanted the Predator to feel at home, so I kind of wanted to tap into that jungle vibe. And then obviously as you transition through the complex, it continues to get darker and darker and darker, and that's kind of on purpose, obviously. So the next and final portion is going to be, you know, the processing facility where, you know, they're going to come across the nest, the hive, the infestation, you know, the aliens, the queen, etc. So looking to keep that very dark, very ominous. Can't even talk. Excuse me, I do have a bit of a cold, so bear with me here, but just wanted to make sure that the players had that transition from sort of light to dark, you know, and the farther they dive into the complex, the eerier it's going to get. So that's the update for now, guys. Bear with me, we'll get a few more up. I'm going to take some demo pieces that will be on display there, paint them up, and I'll take you guys through some of my techniques using those pieces. So I'll be sure to get the camera on when I do that. So thanks very much for stopping in, guys. Appreciate the support. Thanks for liking and subscribing and all that mumbo jumbo. And we'll look forward to you at the next one. Take care, guys.